Hi, first grade, and welcome back to word building in phonics. You notice I've got my buddy Rashid here. Well, he's actually back there. And he has his helmet on, his toolbox, and he's ready to go. So I hope you're ready to go as well. I would make sure that you have a whiteboard and a marker or a pencil and a piece of paper sitting nearby. We may use it, we may not. We'll see how the lesson's going, but I want you to have it nearby just in case. Okay? So we looked last week at our toolbox, right? And inside of our toolbox, we had lots of different word parts. And what I want to teach you about today is that word builders have to be really careful and pay attention to the middle of a word, okay? Because it can get really sticky and really tricky in the middle. So I'm going to make a familiar word, a word that you already know from our snapboard wall. And I want us to take a very careful look at it. So I'm going to pull this sticky and this sticky. Is anybody happy to know what that word is? You can shout it out to me. You should know it. It's eat. Okay, eat is on our snapboard wall. And we know that when we see E and A together, they're a vowel team. And that they both, when they're together, say E. Okay? Because this word isn't eat, right? It's eat. E and A go together to make the E sound. Now, I want you to go ahead and write eat on your whiteboard or your piece of paper, whatever you have nearby. If you need to pause, go ahead and do that. We're going to change this word eat. I'm going to build onto it like a builder would, like building a building. I'm going to add this letter. And it changes the word, doesn't it? Now that I've added a beginning. This word now has a beginning, a middle, and an ending. What word is it? Seat. But readers and writers and word builders have to be so careful to pay attention to this middle part, because if I look at this, it looks like seat, doesn't it? When we see that E-A vowel team together, we have to remember that it makes the long E sound. Think about when you're building a building, and you have the foundation, the bottom part of the building, and then you have the roof. What happens with that middle part of the building if the builders don't pay attention and they don't do a good job? That building's going to fall apart, right? It's going to collapse. If the foundation is good and solid and the roof is solid, but we weren't real careful in the middle, oh boy, that building's going to come down on top of us. So just like a builder would pay attention to the middle of a building, we have to pay attention to the middle of words. So now I'm going to break this word. I'm going to demolish it like a good word builder. And I'm going to move this S. I'm going to make another word. I'm going to make the word beat. I want you to write the word beat on your board. I like to beat a drum. Beat. What letter did I have to add? Yeah, a B to the beginning. Let's read it and crash all the parts together. Beat. Very good. Now, I want you to use your best demolition tools, kind of hammer the end of that word, because that's what I'm going to change next. Let's demolish part of this word and change beat into beach. I love to go to the beach. Go ahead and write it on your board. Pause if you need to. How would we change beat into beach? Welcome back. I hope that you decided to add this ch blend on the end. B, e, ch, beach. Very good. Now, can you be demolition people again? Break this word apart, because I want you to change beach into teach. How can you change beach into teach? Are you going to change the beginning, the middle, or the end? Write it on your board and pause if you need to. Okay. Beach, teach. Well, I hear that the beginning is changing, so I'm going to demolish that B, and I'm going to add a T. Each. Okay. Now, this time, I don't want you to demolish anything. I want you to change the word teach into teaching. Go ahead and write it on your board. Pause the video if you need to. Change teach into teaching. What part am I going to add? Hey, word builders, what am I going to add? I'm going to add an ending part, right? Teaching. E. Let's crash them together. Teaching. Look at that huge word that I've built. We started off, guys, with just the word eat, this little word from our snap word wall. And now we're making words like teaching. You know, I could even take off this ing and add an er. What do I need now? Teacher. If word builders know parts of words, they can make words that are longer and stronger than just our little tiny snap words that we have. Okay, are you ready for your next one? I'm going to move these back for a moment, and whenever you use your Jamboard toolbox, you should always sort them back by color. True story, I went into every single Jamboard today because I needed to add some more letters for this week's lesson. Some of you did not put your words back, or your letters back where they want. I did not fix them for you. That's kind of your problem that you're going to have to deal with the next time you open your toolbox. All right, are you ready for the next one? I'll show you this word. Because this word is on your snap word wall as well. Do you recognize it? Yeah, it's the word see. And here we see another vowel team. Last time we were looking at EA. I'm going to scooch this over just a little bit. This time we're looking at EE, like in the word see. This is another vowel team. When we see EE together, it also makes a long E sound, like in eat. But this time we have two E's, like in see. Are you ready to demolish and help me build? Actually, this first word, let's not demolish it. Let's just build it. All right, we're word builders. Let's change the word see into the word seen. You can pause if you need to. Seen. Well, I hear a change at the end, and so I'm going to add an N to the end. Seen. That's pretty good. Pretty good indeed. All right, I want you to try another one. Okay, we're going to completely demolish this word. We're going to keep the vowel team, and I want you to change seen into sheets. It's a big one. Sheets, like sheets you cover up with at night. Sheets. Go ahead and pause if you need to. All right, sheets. Well, I know that all I'm keeping is that EE. Sheets. Sheets. I know I need to add this SH digraph at the beginning. Sheets. Ooh, okay, I hear a T. Sheets. And an S. Is this what you wrote down for sheets? If you did, give yourself a pat in the back. All right, now I want you to do some demolishing. That's what builders love to do, right? Demo day. Did any of you watch, what was that show called? With Chip and JoJo. Not Home Improvement. That's not it. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Okay, never mind. I'm going to get off on a tangent. But anyhow, demo day was what they would always call when they would like break things apart and pull them down. So this is demo. We're going to deconstruct this word. We're going to change sheets into sheep. Pause if you need to. All right, sheets into sheep. Well, let's see. Eat. Nope, that's not right. Eat. I need to change the ending. Demolish that T and add a P. Sheep. Good. All right, you guys ready for the next one? It's cheap. Like a little chick might say, cheep, cheep, cheep. How can you change it? Pause if you need to. Sheep. Well, I have sheep, but I know this SH digraph isn't right. Sheep. Look at that. I add a CH digraph to the beginning. Eat. And that vowel team is still working together to make those E sounds. Sheep. Now, I want you to not demolish anything. I want you to look at this word and see if you can change cheap into cheaping. A bunch of little chicks cheaping. Go ahead and pause if you need to. Cheaping, we could take cheap, add another word part. We have ing. Let's crash these parts together. Being. Boy, guys, we came a long way from the word see to be able to build a word like cheaping. That's what word builders do. They take little parts of words they know. They build and create longer, stronger words, and then they crash their parts together to be able to read them. So let's hop over to the next slide for a moment, because I introduced to you 2 new vowel teams today. Now, have we visited these vowel teams before? Yes, we've talked about them when we've added both the words see and eat to our snap word wall, but today I want to do some sorting. So what I'd like you to do is pause the video and write EE on one side of your board and EA on the other. I'd also like you to go ahead and sort these words into the appropriate column. So, for example, the word free, it has an EE on the end, so the EE vowel team, you would write the word free under E, okay? Go ahead and pause the video, and then we'll come back and check your work. All right, welcome back, first grade. You should have written and sorted all of these words on your whiteboard or on your piece of paper. And so now what I'd like you to do is pause the video again, and I want you to check and see if what your work looks like matches my work. Go ahead and pause and check. All right, so your job today, when you are finished with phonics and your teacher tells you that it's time, I want you to log on to your Jamboard toolkit. I want you to go to your slide. I've added an EE sticky, an EA sticky, and a couple of consonants for you as well. And I want you to do today is I want you to work on building EE and EA words. You can practice building these words that are already on your whiteboard or your piece of paper, or if you're like, oh, these are easy, I can make bigger, longer, stronger words, go for it. Keep a list of the words you make so that you can share them with your teacher however they want them to be shared, but that's what I would like you to work on next. We also have a second video today. It's a pretty short one, so when you're finished with all of this, come back for our second video. Have a great day, guys.